Hey there, welcome back to Burn and Bite, where we slice through the noise of fitness and nutrition to bring you the real stuff, the kind that fuels your body and feeds your goals. If you are tired of eating the same chicken and rice every day, and you are looking to optimize your workouts, your recovery, and your diet without sacrificing flavor or sanity, you are in the right place. Today, we are diving into a leafy green that is often overlooked but quietly crushing the game when it comes to performance, endurance, and detox. That is arugula. Yep, that spicy, peppery green you might have seen toasted on fancy pizzas or buried in a bougie salad. But don't let its dainty appearance fool you. Arugula is an absolute beast in the world of functional fitness foods. We are going to unpack where it comes from, how it ended up on our plates, what makes it so damn powerful for anyone hitting the gym or just trying to clean up their eating habits. We will talk nitrates, muscle recovery, fat loss, and I will even throw in some personal hacks on how I use it in my weekly prep meal. And yeah, we are going to address the one drawback arugula has too, because nothing is perfect. So grab a drink, maybe a protein shake, settle in, and let's talk about why arugula might just be the missing green in your fitness routine. Alright, let's start with a little background. Arugula, also known as rocket or Aruca sativa, if you want to get nerdy, is native to the Mediterranean region. We are talking southern Europe, northern Africa, and parts of the Middle East. This leafy green has been eaten for thousands of years. Ancient Romans were munching on it way before it ever made its way into a modern day quinoa bowl. In fact, arugula was not just considered food, it was seen as an aphrodisiac. Yeah, in ancient Rome, people believed it boosted libido and vitality. And while we are not here to promise any miracles in that department, vitality, absolutely. There's a reason this stuff has survived thousands of years and made its way into performance nutrition. Fast forward to today, arugula is having a bit of renaissance. It used to be the underdog, overshadowed by spinach, kale, and the classic romaine. But now it is popping up in the fitness circle for one major reason: nitrates. More on that in a second. So let's talk about what makes arugula special. Arugula is one of the most nitrate-dense vegetables on the planet. When we hear nitrate, a lot of folks think of the bad kind, the kind found in processed meats. But here's the thing, plant-based nitrates are totally different. These are natural, healthy, and when they hit your system, your body converts them into a nitric oxide. Why is that important? Because nitric oxide is basically nature's pre-workout. It dilates your blood vessels, allowing more oxygen and nutrients to reach your muscles. Translation: better pumps, improved endurance, faster recovery. It is like getting a turbo boost for your cardiovascular system without the crash or weird tingle you get from the artificial pre-workouts. In fact, there have been multiple studies showing that consuming nitrate-rich vegetables like arugula can improve VO2 max, lower blood pressure, and increase stamina during high-intensity workouts. And unlike supplements, you are getting this from a whole food that also brings fiber, antioxidants, and micronutrients to the table. So yeah, arugula is like spinach, edgy, cousins that has been quietly squatting in the corner while everyone else was showing off their kale smoothies. Now let's bring this into the world of fitness. You are probably wondering, okay, but how does arugula actually help me build muscle or burn fat? Great question. Let's start with the muscle performance. The nitric oxide from the plant nitrates help improve blood flow. That means when you are doing squats, presses, or sprint intervals, your muscles are getting oxygen faster. They are also cleaning out waste products like lactic acid more efficiently, so you are not just performing better, you are recovering quicker. You know that post leg day soreness that makes it impossible to sit on the toilet without regretting life. Yeah, arugula will not completely erase that, but it can help reduce inflammation and support quicker recovery. Now, when it comes to fat loss, arugula checks more big boxes. First, it is ultra low in calories but high in volume. That means you can load your plate with it, feel full, and still stay in a caloric deficit. That is huge if you are cutting or trying to get lean. Second, because it improves blood flow and supports cardiovascular health. It helps you train harder for longer, which means more calories burned, more fat torched. And here's a fun personal analogy I like to use. Think of your body as a high performance car. Most people are running on sledges. They are fueling up with junk, clogging their pipes, and wondering why their engine stalls halfway though a workout. Arugula. It is like switching to premium grade fuel. It does not just power the engine, it cleans it out while it is running. Alright, let's talk practical. How do you actually work arugula into your weekly routine without getting bored? I get it. Nobody wants to eat dry salad with chicken breast every day. But arugula is versatile. Personally, I threw it in just about everything. Toss it into smoothies with pineapple and ginger for a zesty kick. Blend it into pesto instead of basil for that peppery bite. Or my go-to saute it lightly with garlic and olive oil and toss it over grilled salmon or eggs. You can also just pile it on top of a rice bowl, a wrap, or even stir it into your protein pasta. It boils quickly, adds flavor, and brings that nitrate punch without needing a full-blown recipe. And here's the clean eating connection. When you are focusing on real whole foods, things that grow from the ground, you want variety and function. Arugula does both. It supports your liver's natural detox pathways, keeps your digestion regular, and does not spike your insulin. That is a trifecta when you are trying to stay lean and energized. But let's not sugarcoat it. Arugula has a distinct flavor. It is spicy, a little bitter, and not everyone loves it raw at first. Think of it like you are first time doing deadlifts. Awkward, maybe even a little unpleasant. But once you learn to work with it, game changer. Now, here's the honest part. Is arugula perfect? No. For one, that peppery flavor we have been talking about. Not everyone vibes with it. It can be overpowering if you go overboard, especially raw. So, if you are just starting out, try mixing it with milder greens like spinach or butter lettuce until your taste buds catch up. Also, like many leafy greens, arugula contains oxalates, which can interfere with minerals absorption and potentially contribute to kidney stones if you are consuming it in massive raw amounts every day. But let's be real, you would have to eat a ton for it to be an issue. If you are cycling your greens, staying hydrated, and balancing your diet, it's not something to stress about. Lastly, nitrates, while awesome, need to be supported by a healthy gut microbiome to be properly converted into nitric oxide. So, if your diet's been junk lately or you are on antibiotics, you might not get the full benefit right away. But stick with it as your gut health improves, so does your nitrate efficiency. So, there you have it, arugula, the nitrate packed power leaf that is more than just a garnish. Whether you are pushing for a new PR in the gym, cutting for summer, or just trying to feel a little more alive during your workouts, arugula brings a ton of value to the table. It is like the secret weapon in your fridge you did not know you had. It is cheap, it is easy, it is fast, and it works. Now, if you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give the video a like. It helps the channel more than you know. And stick around because in the next episode, we are looking at another underrated plant hero, that is beets. Yep, the earthy root veg that is quietly dominating endurance nutrition. We will talk about blood flow, muscle oxygenation, and how to use it without tasting like dirt. Until then, eat smart, train hard, and stay sharp. This is Burn and Bite signing off.